Oh my gosh, this story just keeps getting better and better as woke Disney's Indiana Jones Dead on Delivery is getting absolutely obliterated this week by none other than the great movie that we all are looking forward to, Sound of Freedom, which is a film that is dealing with some very heavy topics, things that Hollywood has no interest in dealing with or addressing or bringing awareness to. And I wonder why. I wonder why that would be. Why would Hollywood not want to bring awareness to these types of topics? Because there's a lot of hilarious irony around this, because Disney at one point had their hands on this film. This film was once under Disney's ownership after they purchased Fox, but Disney, being the very sus company that they are, decided, you know what, we don't want to make this film. We don't want to push this film out there. We don't want this film to bring awareness to these types of topics, so we are going to shut this film down, which is how it ended up with Angel Studios and all that type of stuff. It was a long journey to get to this point with this film, but now this film is turning out to be an absolute tank in the box office, absolutely destroying Indiana Jones 5. So let's get into all the craziness here and see what is going on. Sound of Freedom defeats Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny at the box office on Independence Day. That is honestly absolutely just incredible, absolutely mind-blowing. So the recently released Sound of Freedom film starring Jim Caviezel defeated Lucasfilm and the Walt Disney Company's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny at the box office on Independence Day. By the way, happy Independence Day to all of you. I hope you had a fantastic day with your family, with your friends, all of that good stuff. As reported by the numbers, the Angel Studios distributed Sound of Freedom was the top film at the box office on July 4th. The day that the film released. It grossed $14.2 million while in 2,600 theaters. The film grossed an average of $5,000 per theater, $5,400. So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny came in second with a daily gross of $11.6 million while being in 4,600 theaters, almost 2,000 more theaters than Sound of Freedom. The film only grossed $2,500 per theater. So this is a tragic loss for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. This film is getting completely annihilated by Sound of Freedom, which is hilarious because at one point Disney had this film. Disney could have promoted this film. Disney could have released this film. But of course, they're not going to do that. And once again, I have to ask the question, I wonder why. Why would Disney not want to promote the topics that are discussed in this film? As we know, this film is, of course, dealing with some very heavy topics, such as, trafficking and all of that type of stuff. Terrible things that continue to happen, especially to children. This is another film that is going to be having more of a patriotic type of bend, like Top Gun Maverick did. And we saw how well that film did in the box office. This film is going to have that same type of effect. Hollywood has no interest in that. All they care about is the neo-Marxist communist agenda. But even over on Rotten Tomatoes, Sound of Freedom is completely destroying Indiana Jones. So right now, it currently sits at 87% fresh from critics and 99% fresh from audiences. Now let's take a look at Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Even with critics, if you look at top critics, it currently sits at 58% rotten with top critics. And even this audience score, I think, has a lot of sus stuff going on with that as well, if I'm going to be completely honest. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with this film, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts about all of this in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Are you going to be going to see this film, Sound of Freedom? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.